MEAC champions from a season ago, the Howard University Bison. To my left, Coach Larry Scott, Kenny Gallup Jr., and Darius Fox. Thanks so much for joining us. Now, Jay, I know this is a personal point of privilege. You are very proud of your Howard University Bison. But
America's black college.
I'm gonna put this on Coach Scott because this is an election year, right? And typically an incumbent is usually favored in an election year, but the preseason poll says something a little bit different. The polls can say one thing, you've got to play it out on the field. Your thoughts on being predicted to finish second in the league?
First of all, most important, it doesn't matter what other people think. It's what we know, right? And it's what we're capable, we know what we're capable of. And at the end of the day, respect is one of those things that are earned, right? And so there's people entitled to their opinions and those things. And so in some eyes, we maybe haven't earned that. But that's okay. You know, sometimes, you know, it's more fuel for a burning fire. And I'm going to tell you something about Howard. We're built to last. We're going to be here, and we're going to be here a long time. So that's just more fuel for the fire.
The Bison are built to last. Fellas, show off those rings a little bit. Let me see what they look like. Man.
Last rings we got.
Wow.
That's a lot of bling you got right there. Coach, big question we talked about a couple times earlier, quarterback. Yep. You know, you lost a lot of experience with Quentin Williams moving on. How's it looking at that quarterback position, and how do you make up for Q Williams?
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch, right? And I think anytime you get that turnover, and every program has that 2-3 year turnover, and you got to go to a new guy and those things. But you want your quarterback to be the most competitive guy on the field. You want him to want to win. So to watch these guys here over the next few weeks as we start training camp, come to work every day and compete, I think it's going to send that down through our whole football team, and we're going to get a great camp out of it. It's going to be fun to watch, and somebody will emerge, and that guy will be a competitor. He'll be a winner, and he'll propel us forward.
And what's this offseason been like for you as a head coach? I mean, you come to Howard, you have a vision, you want to try and compete, win championships. You become the MEAC champions outright a season ago. What motivates you now, and how do you keep it going?
Oh, just the process of the whole thing. These guys were part of a nucleus when I got to Howard that had to believe, and we had to learn how to win. If you watch through the years and how it's progressed and maturated for us, we've been in tough ones. Even last year, I mean, to lose by 3 to Northwestern, to lose by 10 at Eastern Michigan, and to lose the championship game by 4 points, kind of shows where we still are but where we're going. It's critical, and I think these guys right here with the nucleus they've been and how solid they've been in our program are going to take us where we need to go, and I think it's going to be done this year. Even with the new quarterback and all those things, we're excited about what's coming.
And we asked this question to a player earlier. I'm going to ask this question to you. The Bison will return to Atlanta if? We
come together. We got to come together.
Come together.
We got a lot of new pieces.
Right now. So, we got to come together. All right, fellas, that's on y'all.
For sure.
So offensive lineman Darius Fox, obviously, yes, you'll be protecting a new quarterback, but you've got a stable of running backs and playmakers in your backfield, Jared Hunter, Eden James, along with Casey Hawthorne on the outside. I mean, you've got pieces on the offense that you know that you are responsible for protecting. Just how important is it for you all to do, as Coach said, and come together?
It's extremely important. The guys on the outside, they're real playmakers, and it's hard to see them being tackled on the outside. If everyone does their 1 of 11, which in play in and play out is what our job is to do our 1 of 11 so we can come together and have the ultimate goal of being 11-11 and ultimate team success.
What's been the response like on the yard, right? Because you earned the MEAC championship outright this year. You shared it the season before, okay? You make it to the Cricket Celebration Bowl. Like, what's been the reception like on campus, and then how has that evolved your mindset as well?
Personally, as a team, we just know that the guys that surround us are like our guys, like people in the program, or we know that we're going to go to war with every day. And it's just a pleasure to go to war with those guys. And our main thought process this offseason has been to finish. Everything we do in the classroom, on the field, drills, conditioning, all sorts of things, is just to finish. And that's been the main focus for the team this upcoming season. You,
along with your teammate Kenny Gallup Jr., battle-tested on the field, and FCS All-American, the Aeneas Williams Award winner, last season's MEAC Defensive Player of the Year. With all of those accolades, and obviously a lot of people are going to be targeting you. You are now the hunted still very much this season. How do you manage those expectations?
For me, I know people want the top spot. I always say that, pressure bust bites, but also meet diamonds. So for me, I like the task. I like to compete. I talk a lot of trash. You know, I work hard, so I feel like I earn every accolade. So I'm just excited to see what everybody has.
How do you top, though, some of those accolades that I mentioned to you? How do you top that this season, or do you just carry on par with it?
I mean, to be honest, the goal is just to repeat that, but also just to, my dream is to play in the National Football League. So that's been the main goal. So these have just been the steps on the way to the journey, but that's the the biggest goal so far.
We hear from a lot of coaches, and Coach Scott, you're no different, about developing men. And so, gentlemen, I'm going to ask you this question, Kenny and Darius, about how you all have grown as men under Coach Scott.
I'll take it first. I don't only look at Coach Scott as a coach. I look at him as a father figure away from my own parents. Every day, it's about football, but it's always about the bigger picture, becoming a man, and that's something he emphasizes day in and day out with us. It's about everything outside of it, when things go bad, how are you going to react as a man? You got a family to feed, kids to feed. How you going to react as a man? It's life lessons have been taught in that room, and I couldn't take anything from him. Pleasure to be like a son to him, I feel like, and a player.
Well, I'll first say, Coach Scott always, preach about off the field things. Certain things, when things going bad in life, we have a little slogan we say is good. So, anything bad happen to you, you just say good. So now for me, it just become a habit. If I fail the test, even though it's bad, I say good, and just work hard on the next one. So it's more like that. And, just building that camaraderie, building the team chemistry, building the brotherhood, the memories, that's the thing that we preach on, and that's the reason why I play so hard.
Kenny, let me ask you this question. In today's college football, we talked about how change is everywhere. The young man had an opportunity to go to different schools there. What was the defining reason why you came back to Howard University?
Well, first and foremost, I always, was trying to focus on graduating. When I committed to Howard, it was the 40-year decision instead of 4. So I wanted my.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Stop right there, man. A 40-year decision instead of a 4-year decision.
For sure, Howard, it's a great, it's a great school, a lot of connections, so that's what I was focused on. But then also, like I said just a few seconds ago, just the brotherhood. Actually, my blood brother played on the team, so coming back another year to get a chance to play with him, it was definitely going to be exciting for myself and also my family.
Making the Tidewater area proud with this, a Portsmouth, Virginia product. Kenny Gallup Jr., Darius Fox, along with Coach Larry Scott. Thank you so much for your time. We appreciate you being here, and good luck this season.
Appreciate you.
H-U? You know.
Appreciate you.
Appreciate you.